Ty, the word icon, it gets thrown around a lot, but today we are meaning it in the truest sense of the word. One of the most beloved artists, an icon of this generation, and one of my favorite vocalists, if I'm being honest. We are joined by the one, the only, Hayley Williams. Hayley, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
We are so excited to get into this album, to get into this beautiful body of work, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. But before we do, you were on stage with Turnstile very recently in Nashville. I want to know, does their album Never Enough, is that a lock for your album of the year for 2025?
This year is tough, actually. There's been so much good music. It's actually going to be tough to decide, but I'm so excited for them. This is like, I mean, every record I'm always impressed and I always love it. So this one's definitely gonna be in my top. I don't know. I'm gonna have more top records this year though. It's normally a top 5, but I feel like this year will be a top 10.
Ooh, what's on the long list? What's up there for you?
I've been listening to this band Snuggle a lot. Their new record is great. I can't quit the Blood Orange record since it came out. It fits a lot of vibes, like a lot of moments, and I love it. But also Water from Your Eyes, I think that record's great. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you album titles because they're like I'm remembering the bands and I'm not remembering the titles right now. But there's just been so much good. I even was listening to the new CMAT record with my friend.
We had her on the show recently.
Did you? It's stunning.
Oh, man.
The lyrics, like I teared up a couple times.
Lord, Let That Tesla Crash is...
Oh, that's the one.
The one.
Yeah.
We could sit here, we could talk about, some of our favorite albums of the year, but we can't go past Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. This new record from you, I mean, initially you released these songs individually and you said that you were taking fans' tracklist orders into consideration for the album. Were there any reactions, 20 songs in particular, that surprised you?
I mean, I was very pleased, but very surprised that Kill Me was such a quick fan favorite. And I don't know why, because I love that song too, but I just didn't think it would be the one to stick out. I mean, it's so cool how we've gotten to experience this alongside fans because we decided to release the songs individually first. I was just telling someone the other day, it feels like more people paid attention to more tracks, like almost all of them, if not all of them, because they were released as separate singles. And I don't understand. I'm not sure if there's some psychological thing there, but I feel like, I don't know. I'm proud each song kind of has its own moment. But yeah, then there's been some fan favorites I've noticed, like Kill Me and True Believer. I've been really impressed with the way that fans put together their playlists and like those stories. It was so fun.
Yeah, kind of finding their own narratives with the track placement and making their own stories. Also, speaking of your fans who are incredibly talented, I saw certain people designing cassette covers and making like beautiful playlists with like crazy names as well on streaming services. Yeah. What was your favorite example of that creativity?
Oh my gosh. I wish I could think off the top of my head of all the crazy titles that I saw. There were so many good ones. But I mean, I hope this is a satisfying answer, but I have been like so moved by a lot of the artwork that's been done for the songs. There's this one, I'll have to like look up and find maybe I can repost it later just to clarify which one it is. But there's this one sketch that someone did of me falling, and it's like repeated imagery, and it's just the shading, the shadowing, all of it so pretty. But I think it just blows my mind every single time that, Paramore has put out an album or I've put out any music, how invested people get and that it brings something out of them too. It's just like one of my favorite parts of making stuff available and like sharing it, because then we create a whole different thing together out of it.
Yeah, long-time Paramore fans and Hayley Williams fans will know that Ice in My OJ, as soon as you sort of hear that, it's a bit of a throwback. 2004, darling. Mammoth City
Yeah.
Messengers. For those who
Yes.
don't know, what is the story behind that sample and what made you want to pull from that song, Jumping Inside?
I mean, it's really just a full circle moment of like a time before. I mean, I was already in Paramore at the time, but it was a time before people knew anything about me or the guys, and it was still the very beginning. I mean, my career hadn't even started with the band. We were just a garage band at this point. So I got a job. I mean, my mom and I didn't have a lot of money, and I really loved singing. So I was always looking for an excuse to sing. And I did country demos for money for like $50 a pop. I would sing a country demo. And this was another job that I got, and it happened to be for this like Christian music label that was doing a comic book series that had a companion like soundtrack. And so Jumping Inside was this song that got written for it, and I was the vocalist on that particular song. And I don't know, it's become like an inside joke with Paramore fans because I didn't even know the thing ever got released, but it turned up on YouTube one day and fans were like, "This says Hayley Williams, like what is this?" So it's been kind of fun to poke fun at it, and because of the time that it sort of, it calls back to, it's just a full circle. And I remember so much of being that age and just how much I wanted to be in a band, and had to like fight for that and when it came to like the music industry.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize just how young you were when you entered the music industry. You signed a record deal when you were 15, and recently, as an independent artist, you've, as we were saying, been able to play around with what an album rollout looks like and what that release schedule looks like and be really non-traditional with it. What's been your favorite part of that to take control of and play around with? Because also I see you kind of like give that control back to the fans in a sense. You're like, I actually don't want this responsibility.
Yeah, it's too much. No, I'm enjoying that. So much of it reminds me of being a fan. There's like also because there's no precedent set for like in the sense that I'm not in the system anymore in that regard. It just feels kind of like, I don't know. It's really felt super DIY, and I've gotten to do it with like some of my closest friends in the world who I also have great creative partnerships with. And like being able to, I made the record with Daniel James, and like it kind of just happened. Like we just both get bored and like to make stuff. So that it was good timing for me in my life. And then, as it progressed into a real project, it's sort of like the team kind of assembled like on its own. That's been my favorite part. It just feels so nice to like, I know every single person that like touched this project. I feel a personal connection to everyone, and I see their gifts and their talents and like their passions woven into it, which, it just makes it more meaningful.
Yeah, let's get into, one of these incredible songs off this record, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. We are joined by Hayley Williams. We're going to get into Parachute. I saw this video, Hayley. You teared up playing this. I think it was at the BBC on the radio for the first time. I mean, why was that such a special moment for you?
I I'm really, really proud of that song, and came it came out right at the end, toward when we were wrapping up recording for this record. So we didn't plan on it. But my friend Steph Marziano, who's a brilliant writer, producer, I've known her since I made Petals for Armor. And actually I met her before made Petals when she asked me to come and write with this artist, Danae Moore, that she was working with. I was such a fan of Danae, and then I got to know Steph, and we've just had a really cool friendship. Like she's just one of those people that's in the industry that I can talk to about what we do, and she's so passionate and she is so knowledgeable, and she's not afraid to throw everything against the wall, see what sticks, and she's not embarrassed of every idea. Like it's really fun to work with her. And when she sent me this track, like the piano that you hear in the
Oh,
beginning, um and her yeah, like her yells and stuff. I showed it to Daniel and I was like, I feel like we could really like I'd love for you to meet Steph. And it was cool because it was like with our powers combined, it's like seeing two of your favorite people to like make stuff with, put their heads together. It just, and then we put the song out while we were in London. Steph came to the BBC. Daniel was there. Our other friend, Daniel's wife, is like one of my best friends, and Elise, and she works on this project too. My friend Brian and his husband Colton. We were all just, I don't know, it was really cool. I don't know if I've ever premiered a song in London on the radio. It just was a novel experience, and to share it with my friends was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just saying this because we're talking to you right now, but it is truly one of my favorite songs of this year, and easily my favorite song at the moment. There's just something special in it. Like, I don't know what it is, but for me personally, when I listen to it, I can't sit still, especially when it hits like the chorus every time it comes around. Do you have that feeling with it when you listen to it that you just like, you can't contain yourself?
Totally. That sound that starts like whooshing in before the chorus, I start to feel it like, and we talked about that when we were making it. It's like that lyric about the rain washing away, it's, I don't know, the succession of that song feels really good, and I feel it too in my body. It's going to be a fun one to play live.
How are you feeling about performing these songs live?
Oh, I really want to. I never got to tour my first solo record. I really had a lot of plans to tour that. I was very nervous about it, in fact, but it never ended up happening, obviously, the pandemic. And then I ended up making the second album from home, kind of like in lockdown. And the whole experience of this record has been so, open with the people that like are, I think, the main ones listening. They've been such a part of it. And so it would be such a shame to not share that live. I mean, I definitely think I'm learning about myself too as I get older. We've been on the road for like 20 years, and there's so much of being on the road that's really, really hard. Like, my neck is screwed. Like, it's just hard. But I'm learning that I really need the healthy expression of it, of like moving my body and dancing and sharing and like singing songs with a bunch of people. It's like it's such a healthy way to move through life for me. So I'm excited to do it. I need it.
Yeah, if anyone needs a dopamine hit, I would recommend searching Hayley Williams dancing, because I have absolutely done that before, and the TikTok compilations are wild. But look, can we maybe put forward to you the idea of coming to Australia, playing these songs live? I know last time you were here, it was like some of your biggest shows that you've done. How was that experience?
Oh man, like that's how we ended the entire cycle of This Is Why. We were really, really excited to be back down there. And our friends got married on that run. My friends Brian and Colton that I mentioned. Although they actually got married in New Zealand, but that was the top of the trip. And then we jumped over and we spent the rest of our year in Australia. And we just have there's so many Paramore fans that we've known since the very first show there. And I don't know, it was really nostalgic actually, and very sweet. But I mean, you must hear it from artists all the time. Like, we love coming there. We love to go to the beach, and like I just saw a clip on Instagram of Steve Irwin on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, Robert.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, you're right. It's Robert.
Yeah. Doing a little jive. I saw that too.
He was nailing, he was hitting all the marks. But it reminded me that we went to their zoo, and I can't remember what year this was. I feel like might have been on After Laughter, but anyway, I saw him like do his first show presentation with the Crocs. And that's what I've been thinking about that today in preparation for this interview.
Reminders of Australia everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, the bands and artists will always say they, love Australia and they want to come back, but it is, a long, long way for a lot of people. But we are always here with open arms, and we'd love to see you down here sometime soon. Hayley Williams with this new record as well, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank y'all.